Well, joining us now is the Australian Monarchist League spokesperson, Alexander Voltz. Alexander, thanks so much for your time. We heard from King Charles today. He addressed both houses of Parliament and essentially told British politicians, don't worry, I'm going to follow in my mother's footsteps. Did he need to give that reassuring message?
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me on your show again so soon. Yes, I think that was a perfectly appropriate message for the King to give. One of the great strengths of our system is the Crown's impartiality. And for the King to assure us that he shall remain impartial is certainly a comforting sign. Many have been concerned by his activism and how that might translate during his rule, but there's no need for that. We saw from his very first address as sovereign that he intends to lay down his arms, so to speak, but to foster and nurture his programs in the arms of others. So, yes, I think we can all be comfortable with the address that His Majesty gave earlier today.
What do you see as his key challenges in the next few years, Alexander?
Well, it's a very long, transitory process to become a king, of course. The changing of the guard is a protracted process, and so His Majesty will have to sink into the role, but I'm certainly no expert in that regard. I would assume that he'll have very wise counsel around him and a loving family as well, and indeed, as we have seen, a loving people. So whilst his challenges will be predictable and very challenging, he is the king of not just Britain, but Australia and his other Commonwealth realms. That's an enormous task, but I think he shall be able to rise to the challenge very successfully.
Alexander, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.